Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to our live show, Tipsy Tuesday. Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here. It is Tuesday, and a lot of you are watching us on YouTube or Facebook, so make sure you say hi to your friends, introduce yourselves in the comments. And of course, if you're new around here, make sure you follow our page, subscribe to our YouTube channel wherever you're watching. It pays off because we do lots of shows every week, live shows with lots of quilty fun information. And this week is a 5-show week, everybody. So keep commenting and hang on to the end of the show. We have a giveaway question at the end, so you have a chance to win a $25 gift card just by answering or commenting. So, hi everyone. Hi, Mr. HP.
Oh,
Say
hi.
hi to Mr. HP. He is running the show, of course.
So, on the technical side,
Yes.
your necklace is probably going to rub on the mic.
Oh, I need to take my necklace off.
So cute, but
Oh, sorry. Yeah, forgot about that.
I'm just saying,
I was trying to be cute.
cute. It's very cute.
Trying to be cute. On today's show, we have block number 7 in our Stripologized block of the month. The Tilda fabrics are in the house. I'm excited to show you those, kind of real touch. And I'll show you a sneak peek of the first Stripologized quilt kit that we're doing with Tilda. And we have some brand new kits also, table runner kits, to show you guys. So stick around, everybody. Stick around. It is an interesting day today. It is National Cow Appreciation Day. So appreciation to all the cows and the cow farmers, the dairy farmers. Now this, I wasn't really going to talk about this, but when this news spread around the warehouse that it was Cow Appreciation Day, Mr. GP ran in here with our version of the cowhide. Just as a reminder, we have these really awesome Luxe Cuddle cowhide. This is Penny, and then we have Brownie, and we have those available in 3 yards, and I do believe some smaller cuts as well.
Those look very cuddly.
And we have Bessie.
Oh, Bessie.
Oh yeah, I love it. I already used this, and I just really love this. This is Luxe Cuddle, so super soft and thicker. So I just thought that was fun, since it's National Cow Appreciation Day. Yeah.
We love Bessie.
We do. This is amazing on the back of your quilt, I swear. And these are 60-inch wide, just so you know. The Luxe Cuddles are 60-inch wide. It is also National Dimple Day, and I get interested in weird things, so I dove into this, and I went around GE Designs headquarters to see how many have dimples, and quite a few, because naturally it's only about 20 to 25% of the population that have dimples. It does run in families.
Smile. Let me see if you got some.
I do have some.
So cute.
I do have some. You have some. You have some dimples.
Let me see.
Yes, you do.
The indentation.
Well, that's what dimples are. And so, yeah, about 50% of us have dimples. Now, I kind of have more on one side. And so what's common, of course, is the dimples are very, noticeable on children when they have more kind of fat content in their cheeks. And sometimes the dimples go away. But then sometimes dimples show up, because of some other things. I know Geesley has a dimple up here because he's got a scar here, so he has a dimple, one dimple. But I thought that was kind of interesting. So
show us your dimples.
Yeah, but it's the cutest thing.
Cute.
It is the cutest thing with kids with dimples, really is. On the set today, we have a couple of quilts from our new book, coming. It's at the printer, being printed right now. So behind me in the middle is Gigi, made out of the verdigris fabric, of course, one of our favorites. And one of my favorites as well is behind Mr. HP. It is Ursula.
Ursula.
I also have on the set behind me, I have little Stella on this side. And then I have the boardwalk table runner out of some confetti, ombre confetti. And this is actually a kit in our store. So it's a Quilt As You Go table runner we did for Fast and Furious Club. Available, both the video and the pattern together. And the kit is available. So
Very nice.
check it out, check it out. And behind me is also Kobe sleeping, but you can't see him. But I wanted to talk about Ursula because it's hanging behind you. Ursula, I love it, and I have been saying that I cannot wait to make one out of Halloween fabrics, and I actually pulled my fabrics and am ready to go for it. So what I chose to use is one of our glow-in-the-dark fabrics. These are mostly that, all glow-in-the-dark. And now I'm blanking on what the line is, but let me see if I have a salvage. Oh, I don't. Yeah, I don't remember the name of it, but this is all from the bundle. You know, in the book we have all the quilts are made with half yards, or you can use fat quarters for most of them. And so when I use a half yard bundle, and I like variety, I decided to use all the fabrics in the bundle, and then I felt like I needed more light, so I pulled this fabric from, it was on a 1 Yard Wednesday show, so good deal, works in perfectly here. And then, because there's a little bit of orange in here, I thought I would add some orange, so I can use those intermixed, and these two were also on that same 1 Yard Wednesday show. So this is what I'm doing for my Ursula. I don't know, I might add some more orange, I don't know. We'll see, but I think this is going to be great. And it's going to glow in the dark. And I know my grandboys are just absolutely going to love that. So, and they love Halloween, at least Johan does. So, and Leo probably will. He's just a little too young, won't remember. But that is my plan here in, I don't know, the next few weeks, months, before Halloween. But anyways, let's announce our winner from last week's show. I asked you, the giveaway question then was, what is your favorite cookie? It is also National Sugar Cookie Day today.
Sure is.
Yeah, National Sugar Cookie Day. But the winner of our giveaway last week on the show was...
Drum roll, please.
Who is it? Linda Roberts. Congratulations, Linda. Her favorite is peanut butter cookie, and she got a $25 gift card. So just email us at help@GQuiltDesigns to claim your gift card. Congrats. Yay. We're going to dive right into our tip of the day. I have so much to show you today, so we're going to dive right into it. And this is our 7th installment of the Stripologized block of the month. So let's take a look at block number 7. Welcome to the Stripologized block of the month, where we take a traditionally pieced quilt block, stripologize it using our Stripology rulers and our Master Your Stripology Rulers book. This is block number 7. Make sure you go to our website to download the worksheet for block 7. It'll have a coloring chart and then the breakdown of all the units you need to put together the block. Now let's take a look at this block. We have a traditional star like we started off with in some of our first blocks. In this case, we have a friendship star inside a traditional 8-pointed star. So let's take a look at the units. We start with the outside. We have 4 flying geese here, where our fabric A is the dark, creating the star points, and fabric B is our background fabric surrounding the units. And so for this unit here, the flying geese. We need 4. For the 12-inch block that I have here, we need a 3 by 6 inch finished flying geese. And since we make 4 at a time with the G-Easy method, simple, we have our fabric A, which is the dark. We need a 9-inch square cut. So I have my 9-inch square. And then for the background, we need our 7.5-inch square for fabric B. So I have my background here. So that's ready to make flying geese. And you can, I would be using my Stripology squared mini ruler for that one. Now let's take a look at the other units. We have half square triangle units here in the friendship star. We have 4 of them, creating the star points. And so 4 half square triangle units that finish at 2 inches if you're making a 12-inch block, 1.5 for a 9-inch block, and then 1 inches for a 6-inch block. So we make 2 at a time using the G-Easy method. So you would need to cut 2 squares that are 3 inches from each fabric, creating the half square triangle. So I have those here. This will make 4 half square triangle units. 3 inches cut makes a 2-inch finished. So that's ready for my half square triangles. Now there's a lot of other pieces. So we have our background squares in the corners here. We have that represented up here, 4 squares that finish at 3 inches for the 12-inch. So that means I need to cut mine at 3.5 inches square. I have those set right here. And then we have 4 corners up here for the corners of the friendship star block. That is going to be a 2-inch finished. And I want to match that with one of the, so that'll surround the star. And then my center is also going to be a 2-inch finished, cut at 2.5. These are cut at 2.5. And I match that with my star points. Now, of course, you could put a different color here in the center, do whatever you want to do, but those 5 squares are the same size. 2-inch finished means 2.5-inch cut. So then as I assemble my blocks, I start with a center. So this is a typical 3-patch or a 9-patch with 3 units in each row, 3 rows. So I would sew my squares, I would press them outwards in the top row and the bottom row. And then the center unit with the half square triangles on the outside, and the center square I would press inwards. So when I piece these 3 units together, all the seams will nest on all 4 intersections. Once you have that done, you have your flying geese. You sew 2 of them to the side and press outwards. I sew my corner squares onto the other 2 flying geese, and I press those inwards so that I can sew everything together, the 3 big units, and press, and the block is going to lay nice and flat. So there it is, block number 7, which means we're more than halfway, through the year. Wow. Yikes. Goes fast, I'm telling you. So you can grab the worksheet with all the different size instructions on our website. Go to About and More on the top and scroll down to bonus charts and templates. Right on the top there's all the blocks, and block 7 has been added. Just print out the PDF right there. So hope you enjoy. Keep practicing the stripologizing, because it really is a game changer for everything you do. I'm telling you. So speaking of us stripologists, we are eagerly awaiting the book, of course. It is at the printer. It's in process. I can't wait to get some sneak peek pictures. They sometimes send me pictures of the printing process, so it'll be fun to see. But those of you wanting to get a little bit more of a sneak peek, I just wanted to remind you of the A Look Inside lecture I will be doing on, it's a Zoom lecture on July 20th. The lecture is going to be in the morning, on a Saturday morning, 10 a.m. And if you can't attend it, you will have a chance to watch it. It'll be saved and put in your account, and you have a chance to watch it for 10 days after the lecture goes live. So through July 30th, and then we will remove it. So just wanted to remind everybody of that. Still some spots available to join the Zoom lecture. We're going to have a big, of course, Q&A, and just a reminder too, the pre-sale is still going on. So if you pre-order the book, you will automatically get the PDF version of the Mia pattern found in the book. You will get it instantly as a little bonus to start playing. And we've got some quilt-alongs coming up planned out of the book, so just hang tight. We're going to have so much fun with all those techniques. And I literally use those stripologizing techniques in the book, so a lot of fun there. I have a really fun date tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Time, 2 o'clock Mountain Time. And I say Mountain Time because that's where I'm going to have a date at Mountain Time with Miss Annie Unrein from By Annie. Yes, I'm going to be a guest on her show. She has a Live with Annie every week, and very excited to be a guest on her show. I'm going to talk about some fun, innovative techniques we use with the Stripology rulers, specifically some of my little patterns, and using the mini rulers for some fun patchwork blocks because they work so great to utilize and make bags from. If you want to kind of combine a little bit of patchwork, a little bit of quilting into making a bag, you can always have a pieced unit quilted and then put it into a bag. It just really adds a lot. So we'll be talking about that, giving people some ideas and hopefully introducing a lot of folks, maybe bag makers, to the Stripology rulers and how they can be really helpful for making bags, especially Annie bags. I have been making some bags from her pattern, so you'll have to wait and see. I'll give you a rundown of it on Friday, on Happy Friday show, but if you are available to watch By Annie, you can watch on their YouTube channel, Facebook page, and I believe on their website as well, if you want to watch live. So we'll be sharing episode on our social channels too, and in the crew, if you're on Facebook, we'll share that right after the episode. But looking forward to that. Of course, Annie's been a friend in the industry for a very long time. You may remember we got some really special hangout time in Norway this past year in November, and it was really great to spend some good time there. So love that. Looking forward to that. So those of you doing our class packs, tomorrow morning you will get part 3 of the Prisms instruction, the third and final video for Prisms. And then you will also be receiving an email from us with the Zoom links for the Zoom day, which will be next week. But very excited, and I have to tell you all, I will share some on our show later on, some photos from the participants as they are making their prism blocks. They are turning out so amazing and really great feedback. Folks that didn't think they could do this, and it just is all easy with all the videos and extra tips, and so your blocks are turning out just amazing. Just really good job. So I can't wait to see those quilts come together. Yes, so that is coming up tomorrow morning. And speaking of our shows, this is a very special week. You know, we've had those 4 show weeks before. This week is 5 shows. It's a 5 show week, which means this is show number 1. Tomorrow morning is One Yard Wednesday. Thursday is Perfect Pair. We'll talk more about that later. And then Friday, we'll be back again with Happy Friday. And then Saturday morning, we are debuting our first ever So Great Saturday. So that is Miss Colleen and the producers, and the P's as we call them, GP and KP. They have put together a fun Saturday show, which we're so excited to premiere and watch. So it's going to be second Saturday of each month, or about so. 10 a.m. Central Time is when we go live. So check it out. They're going to have some special tutorials and special segments, and I'm very excited to watch because I kind of I gave them the reins, so we'll have to see what they come up with. So very excited and fun to do something on a weekend. Yes. And I think it's going to be a fun perspective
awesome.
From the youngins, what they do on the weekends versus us a little bit more mature. So we'll see. But it's really great energy. I love the energy between those three, I think. All right, so we have 2 brand new kits in the store, and these kits have always been so popular. We sold out of all of them last year. And that is the really quick Quilt As You Go Border Up Table Runner, which is a free tutorial if you want a video. But the so if you have really cute border fabrics, those border stripes, they are really fun to make up in these border up runners. So here is one of them. This one is called Our Gnome to Yours kit. And this one, we didn't use a center stripe for this one. We just used the fabric because it was such cute fabric with those white polka dots in the middle. So Quilt As You Go, very easy to do. And so the kit comes with the cute backing fabric, the binding, and of course enough of the border fabric to make it. So great, fast project to make for gifts. I know people love these gnomes. And guess what? The other one is also a gnome. So this one is called Our Gnome to Yours. And then this second one is called Nordic Gnomes. So these are a little bit more Scandinavian gnomes. I kind of love that. They look a little bit different. They totally look like they live in Norway, I swear, or Sweden. So we have the blue stripe with the pattern with the Scandinavian star, knitted star pattern on it, and here we added that center stripe and then used that same fabric as the border, and then you have the fabric for the border, of course, the border fabric, which includes this blue one. You just stitch alongside it. So this is all one piece, this is one piece, and then this is one piece. And you could totally turn this into placement. You could play with it. The kit gives you a yard of the border print, so you can definitely make 4 placements out of it, placemats. And then look at this fun backing. It is so cute. So that is included, so you get a yard each of the border fabric and the backing and then the binding. So all coordinated and ready for you to make some fun gifts, or just something for yourself. So that's brand new. I know it's going to sell out fast. They always kind of do around here. But it is time to show you some of these beautiful Tilda fabrics. They have arrived. We are just getting them together. We'll start shipping some of your pre-orders for the bundles this week or tomorrow. Actually tomorrow. Now, some of you that ordered a kit alongside a bundle, we will not ship your bundle until we ship your kit. So remember always the first kits will ship in August, so next month. But I wanted to show you, we're going to start with the winter bundle because winter is, you know, the next season. Well, it's not really the next season, but it's the first kits that we're going to tackle. So I'm going to show you the winter bundle first. So now these are 16-piece half-yard bundles. So lots of fabrics, but that's how Tilda put them together. She uses all those prints in those beautiful quilts. And not to say that these bundles are only for these kits, because these bundles are great for any pattern. Lots of my patterns. These are pretty much collectibles. There's a lot of folks that have been collecting Tilda fabrics for a long time. But let's take a look at the winter collection of creating memories. So we'll start with, there's lots of red in here, of course, but what I love, as you can see, these are not Christmas fabrics. They're just beautiful florals and prints, and there are some mixed in. I love that there's a variety of scale. There's a variety in the hues between the reds, but then there's also mixed in some wovens. So these are yarn dyes or woven fabrics. So they are, you'll see they are same on each side. So what that means is they are actually, when the fabrics are woven, they are woven with the different colored threads. So it's not printed on afterwards. So no printing here. It's what they call a yarn dye. So they are mixed into these bundles, and you'll see if you, when we look at the project, it's really creates such an organic vibe when they're mixed together like that in prints. It's kind of a vintage organic vibe, which I think is a very Scandinavian feel. So bringing in some taupe here, smaller print. I love that we get the micro florals, like micro scale, which is rare to see these days. So I just love the variety. And bringing in a little bit of that cream here, also a red floral. Here we have another woven, a plaid, and then we have a small check. Now this just screams Scandinavian to me, and very interesting woven here, or yarn dye, because you see that has these dots. So this is the only one, or one of the few, that is not, you can't use both sides. Well, you can, but it's going to be different on the other side because of that. So you'll have the white dots on this side, and then you have more red dots on the other side. Very, very cool. Bringing in some color, a little bit of pink with some green leaves and a little bit of that taupe. We have another yarn dye stripe. I love that this one is a different scale than the red, so you have a little bit of variety there. Some more greens. And another floral, bringing in the red here too. And then we have the taupes and caramels. This is a gorgeous print. We have the third stripe yarn dye. So it's the taupe print with the red, and this one is a little bit different on the other side because of the way it's woven. Just beautiful texture. And finally, a really cute polka dot. So just love it. So this is the winter one, and I figured we would do a small fabric pull with these because I thought if you wanted to use these just for, you know, any fabrics, maybe you want to mix in some other prints. I know not everybody is a fan of mixing the yarn dyes in. Maybe you want to use them separately. And so I did a fabric pull, just a small one. So we'll start with the reds, the deep reds. We start with a thatched ruby. That's going to be your deepest red color. And then a little bit darker, the bumbleberries, dark red. We'll have some of the burgundy tones and some of the lighter tones. I have a bumbleberries and the new forest green with the greens. For some of these tones here, the blush, we have the Whisper Weave blush color. This was our Rosy Cheeks color club, of course. And then we have, for the taupey brown, bumbleberries, biscotti. And for these grayish taupes, I have Floral Elements and the Storm Winds. So just a small one. Now the kit for this, the two kits that we are doing for this one are going to be the Christmas calendar quilt. And there it is. Let's show you that one. This is so So much fun. I cannot wait. The backgrounds she uses for her kits. So how our kits work, what you will get in the kit is all of the fabrics that you need for this quilt, excluding the bundle. So that is the background. You will also get that cream solid white or a creamy white for the geese and the snowmen. And then binding, of course, and anything else that's in the quilt that's not in your bundle. So your bundle, you will need the bundle and then the kit. Now what you also get is on the release day, for this one is September 1st, you will get a PDF where I have consolidated all of your cutting and stripologized as much as I can in that pattern. You'll get a little video from me as well, just giving you an update on what I did with it. But here I'm going to show you the backgrounds. All of the backgrounds except for one are going to be chambrays, and these are Tilda chambrays. So that means they're also yarn dyes, so they're woven. I have to tell you, I've worked with a lot of wovens before, a lot of yarn dyes, and this is the most beautiful chambray I have ever worked with. Now, just to tell you, if you have never worked with those, these do behave differently than regular printed fabrics. They do ravel a bit more just because they are woven, even though these are just really, really nice. So I do recommend giving them some starch to work with, especially if you're doing these projects for Tilda. They are, of course, going to be just small pieces. But I thought I would, for those that want to swap out the chambrays and use that for something else, I have two options for a similar color. We have the Dreams in the gray, and then we have the Bumbleberries in the mid gray. Now, we're going to put together a blog, I'm going to write out a whole blog post with this whole project, with the bundles, with the fabric pulls, but then also the kits and how all that works, and with the release dates. So then for the second kit that we're doing with this bundle, so the bundle will be plenty of fabric to do both quilts and probably then some. That is the Holly quilt. Really pretty. So I love this one. This is probably one I'm definitely making the whole thing. And now this one has a lot of stripologizing opportunities. Of course, you see all those flying geese, and I'm actually stripologizing something else in there as well. But that one uses a beige chambray, beautiful tone. As you can see, it works really well with these tones here. And this one, if you wanted to swap it with a print, I would recommend the Bumbleberry Light Beige. Or if you wanted to go a little bit more warmer, the Deco Stitch and the Cafe Latte. So it's going to be a little bit more yellow, but it works really well with some of these tones. Now this one, if you wanted a darker, Bumbleberries Biscotti could also work. Now I wanted to give you a little sneak peek of the blocks that I have made already for the calendar quilt. I made the trees, of course, because, of course, the flying geese. So this will be fully stripologized alongside the stem unit, because obviously we want to strip piece that and subcut it. So I used, I just wanted to do a test block. I did not starch my fabric, so I was still fine, but it does ravel quite a bit. You'll see on the edges where it is a little lighter or darker, and that's where the raveling is. But you see this really natural texture. It's just so beautiful and organic, and I really love it. The other one I made as well is the goose. Don't worry, it got a little wet from my water bottle here, but this I absolutely love. So here I was able to stripologize something. There was a seam in one of these pieces where I like to eliminate seams if we don't need them. Of course, some some half square triangles that we stripologize, but this is so adorable, and I cannot wait to work on some more of these blocks. There's 6 blocks in this quilt, so this one is going to be a lot, but you're only making 4 of each. So really, really cute. Now for this cream, we are going to be using the Tilda, the exact cream. This is a solid cream, and I have to tell you, these solids are also better than anything else that I've worked with. So can't wait for that one. If you wanted to swap out the cream for Something else, we have like a dry brush whipped cream would be great, also as an accent or a focus if you wanted to use the bundle for something else. So this is Creative Memories Winter. And any questions, just put them in the comments and we will get to them. So this is there's four different bundles. So one for each season, of course. Next up, the next one to ship. The kits for, like I said, the kits for the both of the winter quilts will ship in August. The calendar, Christmas calendar quilt will have the stripologizing instructions on September 1st. And then the holly one will be, I think, November 1st. I do believe. November 1st, yes. Okay, let's take a look at the next one, which is spring. And so lots of beautiful spring hues here, starting with this amazing mustard gold. So you'll see a lot of the prints repeated, but coloring is, of course, different. So we're starting off on this really beautiful mustard gold story, adding in some of the cream flowers. Beautiful. This is so much richer, like in person, than what it was in the catalogs. We have one of the stripes, one of the yarn dyes, and this beautiful butter yellow check, and the polka dot. So cute. So this is very springy, bringing in some pink and some baby blue in this floral. And then we bring in some pink. Of course, gotta have some pink for Easter or for the spring. So this is one of the yarn dyes. As you can see, the white dots on this side, they're gonna be darker on the other side, different. We have the smaller scale stripe, and these are white and pink. We have a little bit darker pink print with the taupe flowers, and bringing in the taupe background with some pink and blue flowers. And then we have one yarn dye that is in this baby blue color, which is perfect to use kind of as an accent. It appears in many other prints. Another small floral with all the colors in it. And then we bring in some beautiful greens. We have that micro scaled floral. We have that plaid. And then finishing up with this gorgeous green, olive green, a little bit brighter. So we have a little bit of sage and then the olive, bright olive. Just gorgeous. So a small fabric pull I did with this one. We'll start here on the green side with a thatched sprig for that beautiful olive color. And then for the more sage greens, the dry brush in the matcha. Perfect match. For the pinks, I pulled a lighter one with the chalk and charcoal and the rose. And then for the darker hues, the linen-esque rose. For the mustards, the darker one, I did the Jot Dot Gold. Now this was a color club. This was a color club. Isn't that fun to see? And then also Timeless Linen for that lighter buttery yellow. Beautiful. For some of the taupes, I pulled out a Deco Stitch Wind Swept. So it's a little bit of a taupey gray, but warm. So works very nicely in there. Now let's take a look at the quilt kits that we're doing for this season. Releasing, we're starting with the Spring Hares. And this one is so cute, so fun. I cannot wait to make the bunnies. So this one will be released, the instructions will release on January 1st, but the kits will ship in November. which is, of course, all the background, the binding, and anything else you need other than the bundle. And then oh, yes. Let me show you the background for the spring hair quilt. So the background is, it looks really blue on that photo, but it has very much a green hue to it. You see when I put it over by the greens, it's a little bit greener, kind of it's called Sage. So this is the chambray Sage. And if you wanted to use a print, the two that were close, they're both deco stitches. The Sea Glass is a lighter, and then the Skyline Blue is a darker. So beautiful. And then for the second kit is the potted flowers. Now this one is adorable as well. And of course you don't have to make the whole quilt. You can make just a row of them for a runner or the pillow or whatever else. Here is the beautiful olive. No, this is pine, I think, the chambray pine. That's going to be the background for that. And the colors we have is the, if you wanted to switch it out, dry brush and the matcha, which I also have pulled here, or the Bumbleberries Wiltshire green is also a great option for swapping that out. So again, you would need to purchase the kits to get the Stripologized instructions. The actual patterns are Tilda's. You find them on her website, but when you look at her patterns, they are written very uniquely, so it won't give you, it won't consolidate the cutting for you. And what I mean by that, it won't tell you how many strips to cut and sizes and subcut. It's all individually by block. So it's going to be real helpful having that. And so, of course, I will stripologize and use my techniques on the things that we can really, really move on. So this is spring. Let's move on to the next season, which is going to be our summer. And that one is, it was interesting. We were just talking about it. You know, summer here is not always just blues, but this bundle is all blues. And you know, in Norway, we go out, they go out to the coast in the summertime. So here we're starting, so there's all these shades of beautiful blues with a little bit of teal and different shades of blues. So starting with this print here, you'll see this in the other bundles as well. We have one of the yarn dyes with the dots, bringing in some of the floral and the plaid. So then we have a little bit different, more dustier blue with the roses, and a little bit more color in this one. A different shade of that blue. We have the small scale stripe yarn dye. We have the check. And bringing in some of the taupe colors and just pops of red in there. And then a light blue with that whiter stripe. We have the really tiny floral. The one with the cream. As you can see, it's the same prints, but just a different colorway. And then we have a little bit more color with the taupe background. I love that texture. And here we have the taupe flowers. And of course, a polka dot, the taupe with the navy polka dot, and finishing off with the taupe yarn dye with the blue stripes, irregular stripes. So this is the summer one. If you wanted to add some prints to it, I pulled some blues. We have the floral elements in the lapis lazuli. Grunge in the Harbor for a little bit more of a dustier blue. Bumbleberries in the gray blue for the mediums. And Bumbleberries in the Sonora blue for some light blue. Another light blue is the Moonscape and the Starlight. And then for some of the taupes, we pulled a Seedling in the Dove. This is a great match with that taupe color. And then for a little bit of white in here for accent, Spotted White because it has those taupe dots. So beautiful. Now the kits for the summer they're probably some of the more popular ones. The first one we're doing is the Blue Duck quilt. Now this one, of course, will be mostly Stripologized. It's all flying geese and half square triangles and fun stuff. So the background for this one is going to be that solid cream color, and it's a solid, so it's not a chambray. And if you wanted to do a print, the closest ones would be the Grunge Winter White and the Canvas Antique White. So very similar. For the second quilt, that's what I think is the most popular one, is the Blue Whale quilt. Oh, I love this one. Now this one uses the blue chambray. It's called Petrol is the name of the color. It's just an amazing, has a little teal to it, just an amazing texture. And the closest ones I found was Cracked Shadow in the Celestine or the Canvas in the Stonewash. One kit, I'm answering Brenta's question. She asked if each kit makes both quilts. The bundle makes both quilts and then some. The kits are just going to be your background and additional fabrics that you need for the quilt. And also, of course, the Stripologized instructions. So that is our summer by the coast. All the beautiful blues on the water or at the lake. Although we probably don't have very many whales on the lake, but definitely whales on the coast in Norway and in Iceland for sure. We saw some whales when you were with me in Iceland up north. Swimming in the bay. Yeah, that was fun. All right, so then last but not least, we have the autumn bundle. And so that is going to be all very rich, beautiful colors, starting with this floral and this beautiful caramel brown color. We have the small floral, bringing it into these gorgeous golds with a taupe and hints of that mustard, but more like a butternut gold. I love this one with just a touch of that blue in there and brown and red. We have the yarn dye dot, and for a little bit of pumpkin we have the small stripe in the yarn dye, very pumpkin, but these are just gonna tie it all together. We have, I think they call this ginger, this color. And then a little bit darker, so it just gets warmer and just more cinnamon, I think. It just feels like fall. But again, these are just prints that you can use year-round, the quilts you can use year-round, of course. We have the irregular stripe and has a little bit of more red to it. And bringing in the polka dot cinnamon, love this, with the taupe. And then the small stripe is gonna have also that cinnamon color. The larger stripe is gonna be taupe with white. And finishing off, there is a touch of blue, which is great because it is tying in with a little bit of blue in there. That's going to be the plaid. So this is the autumn. And for my fabric pull, we started with the bumbleberries and the soft terracotta, the deco stitch and the cinnamon sugar, the flights of fancy in the gilded, oh, just yummy colors. A little bit more, we have the grunge and the pumpkin. For the taupes, the bumbleberries and the light beige. And grunge and the cider golden delicious. So this would be going with the blues or more in the taupes over here. Is a great accent without standing out too much. And then if you wanted to add more blue or use it as an accent, the bumbleberries Studland Seafoam is a great match with that blue. So that is our autumn bundle. Like I said, they're in stock, the bundles. And then for the kits that we're doing with the autumn bundle are, of course, these squirrel quilt. That's a favorite of mine. Can't wait for that one. Now this one has this beautiful green. This is olive, the chambray and the olive. And if you wanted to do a print instead, the ones that I got closest was the Bumbleberries Orchard or the Deco Stitch Subtle Sage. Now these are going to be definitely greener than this. This is more natural color, and I'll be using that. For the second kit that we're doing for autumn is going to be our pumpkins and the pumpkin memories, and I love this one. We'll definitely be doing some strip piecing there. Oh, so we have to buy the bundle and the kit. If you want to use the Tilda fabrics that are in the bundles, yes. So you need to buy the bundle and the kit. Now, to get the pattern Stripologized, you would only need to buy the kit, but obviously that's not going to make the full quilt. Now, for that background for the pumpkins, there is a chambray called Rosewood, has a little bit more purple than what I have here. So I have the burgundy, which is going to be used in some of the quilts, but it's not the exact color we're using. It's a little bit more purple, but I just wanted to show you if you wanted to. I think our color is going to be closer to our raisin, and we have it coming in, but the autumn kits are not going to ship until, I believe, March or April. It's in the listing so you can see the ship dates. But this will be a great option. And then the thatched and the cranberry. The quilts are all, I would say, lap size. Some are larger, some are smaller, but they're all in each listing for each quilt kit. We'll have all the information. We'll have the sizes and everything and the ship dates, and then also the release date of each of the Stripologized instruction. If I order the bundle and kit for autumn, will both come together? Yes, Brenda, we will hold the bundle for you. So if you want to ship the bundle sooner, you will have to place separate orders. But you have to buy, so if you want to get the Stripologized version of the patterns along with my video, yes, you have to buy the kit. But the patterns are free on the Tilda website, tildasworld.com. I believe that is. But of course, you would have to Stripologize it by yourself if you do that. All right. Any other questions? Great questions, everybody. But this is just beautiful fabric. We're so thrilled to be able to carry Tilda and offer this as an addition to our store. And like I said, I'm having fun with these blocks. How cute are these? Squirrels are great. Yeah, they are so cute. I'm definitely doing that one. Is there a good book to learn about types of fabric? I don't know many, like chambray. Yeah, so that's a good tip of the day. I can talk about the different weaves. So, great question. I'll add it to my list. But like I said, they are so fun. Look how cute this is. Eee. Little Christmas goose, some trees. There's also the snowman and the apple, and then there's a stocking and a gingerbread house in that quilt, the Christmas calendar quilt. All right, let's move on to, Tilda is from Norway, yes. She's been in the industry for 25 years doing her thing with her look, and I love it, and I love it. So we, of course, are all about anything Scandinavian. Gotta love it. Okay, so we have just our giveaway question that's left. Yeah, that's it. I do think so.
Okay.
I think we showed them everything. Our giveaway question, since the conversation was about this earlier, do you have dimples? You know, born with them, or maybe they're man-made by an accident? Let us know in the comments, and you're automatically entered for our giveaway of a $25 gift card. We will announce the winner on our next show next week, which is Tipsy Tuesday. Next week is July 16th at 4 p.m. Central Time. But again, we'll be here a lot this week. Tomorrow morning, Colleen will be here with One Yard Wednesday. One Yard Wednesday is going to be at 9:30, and that's July 10th, tomorrow. Perfect Pair will be Thursday morning at 9:30 Central with Kara and Nancy, and they're going to be talking about English paper piecing. So if you've never heard about that and want to learn about that, that's a great show to watch. I'll be here, or we will be here next Friday at 12 noon for Happy Friday, and that is July 12th. And then, of course, our newest monthly show, So Great Saturday. I know it's going to be so great with Colleen and the producers. That's Saturday, July 13th. So I hope you catch some of these great productions, always free. Remember that, great content. And if you know somebody that you think would enjoy our shows, please share them with them, so they can watch with you. But that's it for us. Thanks for an amazing day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.